someone. Always trust my gut. Hello and welcome to Gutted. I'm Aleece.
And I'm Tony, and we are here to spill our guts about horror film trailers.
Today we'll be reviewing the trailer for Talk to Me, directed by Danny and Michael Philippou, and written by Danny Philippou, Bill Hinzman, and Daley Pearson.
Scheduled to be released on July 28th, 2023.
Let's preview that trailer.
So my mom, she was trying to reach out. I'm here. Still been saying stuff.
You mean saying stuff?
What if we opened the door but we didn't shut it?
Oh my god, they followed us!
I like it.
They're not gonna stop. They're never gonna stop!
They like you. Talk to me.
Talk to Me from A24. And they do that thing in the trailer that is very popular right now.
You know what it is? I think I first heard it in Men, the trailer for Men.
I first heard it on a Casio keyboard. You know what I'm talking about? The little dog sample?
The 90s?
Yeah.
Okay. It's made a resurgence.
So what's going on in this trailer?
There's a young woman in Australia, I believe, filmed in Australia at least. And she's like, oh, it's my mom's Remembrance Day. We're going to go to this party where they're doing crazy party tricks and conjuring up spirits.
And there's some smug teenager who's like, go ahead, you gonna do it? You got 90 seconds.
I saw that character as very suave.
I saw that character as being a little
flirtatious.
No, I thought the character was like kind of smug, like I know what's gonna happen.
Oh no, I thought there was like a connection because he was super cool.
This character is gender non-binary.
Okay, well, they were super cool. I liked this character. I think I'm going to, anyway, we'll get to that later, but I think I'm really going to like that character because they seem like perhaps our leading lady might have a crush on them.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I would have a crush on that character.
All right, yeah.
Just the confidence.
The confidence.
Like you can only hold the hand for 90 seconds, and if you hold longer, then they stay. So ominous and confident. Like, this is a thing that should be scary and terrifying.
Yeah. All right. There's some sort of social media game like a Bloody Mary where you're in the bathroom.
Ouija board.
We have this hand that has a bunch of writing over it and it's deformed. It looks like it could be a cast. It might be a real hand.
I don't know if it's deformed. It just looks like a plaster hand that people signed.
Maybe not totally deformed, but it's like it's reaching out for like a for like an intense handshake.
Nice to meet you.
Not a nice handshake though. This is like a kind of an ominous.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna grab you and it's not gonna let go.
Depending on how you're viewing it, because I see this as a hand that's reaching out to hold on to you and save you.
Interesting. Okay. We see this very differently. And of course, all their friends are around. They're filming it.
Yeah.
Seems like one of those TikTok challenges where you have to chug a gallon of milk. And
this is the challenge where you have to conjure up a spirit.
Hang with some demons.
Hang out with some demons.
Yeah.
Or some nice ghosts. They want to tell you things about the afterlife.
She's probably intrigued because her mom has passed away.
Her mom has passed and she says this is her mom's Remembrance Day.
Right.
After she's held on to the hand, there's a clip where she's like, it felt amazing.
Right.
And there's a scene where there are two hands that are like gripping her shoulders and going down her chest. Like, I don't know if that's her mom.
So there's some sort of addictive energy or a seductive energy.
Both seductive and addictive because our heroine seems to have definitely an addiction to
heroin.
No. No. She is our leading woman seems to have an addictive attraction to this hand or what she saw after holding this hand. Mm-hmm. She's like, it felt amazing. She looks like she's in that very euphoric state still, like reveling in the memory of having held on to this plaster hand.
And then we got a bunch of like demon torment. It's probably a lower budget film that has made its way through the festival circuits.
Yeah, because on IMDb it did say that it was made in 2022. So now it's making its way to the US.
Yeah, so that's promising. Pretty cool if you're getting a theatrical release from a movie that came out and went around to the festival circuits.
Yeah.
Good sign for
Very
this
good
film.
sign. And yeah, I haven't heard of most of this cast. The only one that I recognized facially was Miranda Otto, who was in Lord of the Rings as a character that I can't pronounce. Ewan?
I don't know. Didn't you once badmouth Peter Jackson for doing those boring movies about
Some movie
the
about
rings?
jewelry.
Jewelry, yeah, exactly.
Lame. You know, he had one good movie.
Bad Taste.
Dead Alive and Bad Taste. And the one about puppets.
Meet the Feebles.
That one's funny.
What are some other things that stuck out to you from the trailer?
Our leading actress, I love her scene at the very end of the trailer where she has the blackened contacts, like the sclera contacts. And it looks like
she has Jaws eyes.
Yeah, she has Jaws eyes, the blackest eyes. It looks like she's gone full possessed by this point, and she's curling up in her, I don't know, Sherpa, her cocoon sweater. She's like, I like you. I love her little voice in that moment.
She kind of sounds like a smoker with one of those little voice boxes that they put into their larynx.
Oh, yeah.
I like you.
She sounded to me like Eartha Kitt from Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
I like you.
One of my favorites.
That's a good one. I love that.
Shout out to Ernest Scared Stupid.
Shout out to Eartha Kitt and Ernest Scared Stupid. Anyway, I kind of like this trailer. So the first one we saw it, we were in the theater and I was like, another young adult gets haunted movie. Because there seem to be a lot of them right now. Young people getting haunted by spirits, and the whole tone of the film looks very moody and dark.
And also like adding that extra layer of social media and technology.
Yes, adding the
So
social
is
media.
it because of the popularity of such TV shows as Black Mirror? Do you think that's why these kind of stories are popular right now?
I don't know. Every week there's a new social media app. Like currently there's Threads. I'm sure everyone's been on Threads by now, but it's this weird kind of chaoticness of we're on this new app. We don't know what it is. We're just going to start posting things. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be done by the time this airs.
Yeah.
Threads will be no more.
It's over.
Flash in the pan.
Just like Vine.
Just like Vine.
Friendster.
I still reference Vines.
Yeah, you do. Does this movie remind you of anything?
What's that one story called like Monkey Paw? Where it's like you have a monkey paw and you get like wishes on the monkey paw.
I think it's kind of like an older tale. So be careful what you wish for kind of thing.
And I think it also, they referenced it in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That's probably where we know it from, being children of the 90s.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to get wishes, but I think that she's going to be able to see her mom or contact what she thinks is her mom. Do you think she's actually going to be in contact with her mom's spirit or something else?
I think it will be both. I see it as like a Twitter meets Insidious. It's young people who are contacting the other side and they know they can do it.
Yeah.
And you know, eventually something bad is bound to happen if you set up the rules like that.
So it's like Ouija board meets YouTube shorts. You can't have a YouTube short longer than 90 seconds. And if you do,
That's what it's about.
Then
I think it's 60 seconds.
they actually give you more leniency
Yeah.
with this hand.
So as far as what I think is going to happen in the film, the main character who we saw,
Mia.
she's going to be grieving or distraught about her mom. She's invited to this party. They're going to do this social media stunt that's going to go viral.
Yeah.
It's like a Twitter Twitter.
It's
it
a
sounds
MySpace
so out of
challenge.
touch. Yeah. She's going to rearrange her MySpace top 8.
Top 8. Tom is going to be there.
Exactly. But of course, you can't hold on for longer than 90 seconds. And she might see her mom.
She gets like 92.
Like right at 89 seconds,
Oh,
she sees her mom, and then she's like,
no.
I can't let
go, Mom.
All these demons are going to come through, a la Insidious kind of deal. She is going to have a poltergeist attached to her. Several, possibly. She's going to become some sort of heroin addict.
Because accessing the other side is kind of like being on the other side of a drug stupor.
So there's going to be some parallels there. She's going to be tormented by demons.
Yeah, in the trailer, she takes the hand home with her. Like, this is not her hand. She loved the feeling so much. She actually stole the hand. She's obviously on her own. There's no one there to like be her coach and be like, 90 seconds are up. You got to let go. So she's going to like be holding onto this hand for probably days at a time. And by that point, some spirit or entity will have already attached itself to her.
And then in the end, she has to resolve some issues that she has with her dead mother. You'll think everything's okay. And then maybe she passes it on to her friend.
Oh, I think the entity has taken over her completely and her friends don't know it.
Oh, I like that prediction. I also am thinking that the message of the film is going to be about young people's addiction to social media.
Yeah, don't get lost in social media.
Yeah, it's like if you hold on too long or if you get sucked in too deep into the scrolling or the
you got to limit your
it.
screen time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to limit your hand time.
Exactly. I have a feeling there's going to be some parallels to drug addiction, contacting spirits.
And screen time.
And screen time.
Yeah, so even if you're not on what we consider in the 90s to be hardcore drugs by today's standards in the 20s, in the 2020s.
In the 90s, you were on hardcore AOL. In the early 2000s, you were on hardcore AIM.
I was on hardcore Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah, that was my addiction. I was like, oh, I gotta get to the end. Keep getting bit by a snake. Keep getting assigned the teacher role.
Do you feel like this is going to be sort of a TikTok challenge?
Yeah.
How do you feel about TikTok challenges?
I haven't done any. I'm not on TikTok, I don't think. Am I? Am I on TikTok?
You're on TikTok right now.
Shoot. Well, I'm done for. Honestly, TikTok's not my era. So I don't know how I feel. I don't have a judgment for it because it's not intended for me.
Yeah. We are safe because we didn't get invited to this party.
We're safe. No one would invite us anyway.
There's only room for 8 people at a MySpace party.
Wah, wah. What are you not going to like?
Oh, I do think that they're going to use a bunch of the standard horror movie tropes
of these days, like the crunchy bodies.
I think it's going to be a lot of something's behind you and something grabs you jump scares.
Yeah.
I would like to see the kind of change of the character. Like, to me, that might be the most interesting thing. How she goes from this kind of like
cute, innocent girl.
Yeah.
Going to a party.
It's always fun to see people go mad.
It's fun seeing the unraveling of a person, especially when they seem to be like pretty together in the beginning.
Yeah. If they focus too much on the like how scary this ghost is, that never really works.
I agree. And I think what I will not like is if they do too many twists. Recently, it seems like movies have been doing this. Someone's going down a dark path and then they think that they fix it and they're saved. And at the very end, it's like, oh no, they're not saved. Pick one or the other. Either she fixes it completely or she's just done for.
Totally
doomed or fix it completely. But I don't want this little cliffhanger at the end that seems to be very popular these days where it's like, oh, they give you a smile and let you know that
you have to leave it open for a sequel.
No, because there hardly ever is a sequel and you're just like, that's annoying.
Aleece is a fan of movies like The Burning where there's no doubt that there's not going to be a sequel.
Very clear ending. Love it. The person gets decimated completely, burned and hacked up. They're done.
Or are they?
I hate that. Every movie.
But that's so prevalent in horror movies.
So annoying.
You just want some closure and some resolve.
Want closure. Resolve it. It's not that hard.
I want there to be so much ambiguity that they don't even finish the film.
I don't mind that, actually. If they do that where they just end it. That's fine too.
They end it during the party scene. It's a 10-minute short.
So it's like, no, I think it's like an hour and a half at least.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-hour party scene.
Well, there's an hour and 20 minutes of credits.
That's obnoxious too.
Okay, let's check out that poster. Once it takes hold, it refuses to let go. And that's coming from Dread Central.
So 4 stars from Dread Central.
So that is saying that it's gripping.
Literally gripping. I love all the puns that they're using with this hand. It's like, oh, it grabs you by the hand and leads you to hell. Funny.
It's a real handshake of a movie.
What?
It's got a firm grip.
Got a firm grip on your soul.
We have this image of a hand coming out of darkness. I don't know if you know the anime series Vampire Hunter D or the logo to Santa Cruz skateboards.
No.
Okay, what if I told you that there is a hand that looks very much like this poster that is reaching out and grabbing, and then it has an eyeball in the palm. You've heard of that, right? You've seen that? So in Vampire Hunter D, the vampire hunter has a hand with a demon face in it. Hands have so much that they can do, kind of like character. Cousin It, the Addams Family. We see this sort of like, the movie Idle Hands, something like that. So there's a lot of interesting things and readings you could have just into that object. Yeah,
palm reading.
All that kind of stuff.
Hands are like the window to the soul, not the eyes.
It's contrary to popular belief. The poster, are you a fan of this poster?
It's simple. It's dark, ominous. I like it.
Simple, clean, effective. I agree. I do like it. Would you put this poster in your podcast room?
Yeah, sure.
If I had a frame with a rotating poster, it would be there temporarily. It wouldn't be one of the mainstays, but it'd be one that could kind of rotate in.
I would like a tiny one of these hands, like a pencil topper.
Oh, okay.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like one of those like little back scratchers, but it's like the hand with like the writing all over it, and that's your back scratcher.
So I'll just go get a back scratcher and just scribble all over it.
I guess. You have to like write meaningful quotes on it, like have a good summer.
I don't know what's written on his hand.
I think it's like have a good summer or high five.
All right. When would you see this movie? Would you see this movie opening weekend in theaters eventually? Or are you going to wait for streaming? Or did you see all you need to see?
Definitely would not wait for streaming because it looks like a very dark movie. And I find it hard to watch those literally dark movies in my living room. So I will see it in theaters for sure. I'm kind of between opening weekend and in theaters eventually. If I have nothing else going on, I'll see it opening weekend. But otherwise, it is a in theaters eventually movie.
I agree with you there. I would say in theaters eventually, and we always say this because we have the AMC A-List pass, we can go see movies willy-nilly. If I were paying for this outright, I'd probably wait for streaming, not gonna lie. It's funny we have this like saw all I need to see. I'm waiting for that trailer that I see where I'm like, you know what? Terrible. I've seen all I need to see. I'm done. I'm not going to watch that.
I think there'd be like Kuso 2 for me.
Kuso 2.
Something else by Flying Lotus. Like, I'm done.
Shout out to Kuso.
Is it? Sorry, Kuso.
So yeah,
not a fan.
So in theaters eventually, I would say that's a pretty safe bet. I have a feeling that it's not going to have too long of a theatrical run, so it might have to be like the first week it's out.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that it has some success because it seems like it's a newcomer to the horror genre.
I agree that it's a good sign that it was made in 2022 and it seems like it's just now circulating its way here. The fact that it has those kind of legs or hands seems like it must have some clout behind it.
Yeah.
And I feel like just from judging the preview, all the performances look pretty solid. I think the main actress who plays Mia, played by Sophie Wilde, she looks pretty good. And I also like that competent friend at the party. So I'm going to like those two.
All right. So sounds like you are slightly excited for it. I am
a little excited for this.
I have mild interest.
Yeah.
I would say mild excitement.
You have mild excitement.
I might be a little more skeptical, but that's okay. Yeah. It's okay. I'll still go see it, and I'm hoping that it exceeds my expectations.
You didn't like that line? I like you.
That was my favorite part.
It's cute. All right. If you liked what you heard today, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and or give us a rating.
Thank you for watching and or listening. This has been another episode of Gutted.